Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Tom, and I want to talk about Battle Royales and their place in the Halo franchise. I've been asked on several occasions what I think about Battle Royales. Should a Battle Royale be in Halo Infinite? So instead of addressing the same topic over and over again through comments and messages, I'm just going to make a video about it, give you guys my opinion, and be done. So let me just be blunt. Do I think Battle Royales have a place in Halo? No. My first experience with a Battle Royale game was DayZ. One of my friends back in 2012 or 13 played the game, he liked it, he told me to download it. I did, but unfortunately my computer wasn't able to run it at its full potential. So naturally I stopped playing and I went back to Halo. But my first legitimate experience with a Battle Royale game was H1Z1. In 2015, I had a couple friends who played H1Z1. They loved it a lot and they kept trying to get me to play it. I wouldn't, but given how fucked up MCC was, I kind of caved in one day. I said, fuck it, I got the game and I loved it. H1Z1 in 2015 was just so well made, super simple. It had the full support of the devs. I mean, it was an alpha at the time. But the following year, they started changing stuff around, and I just kind of stopped playing because I didn't like the changes. And obviously, I wasn't the only one because, as you can see, where H1Z1 is now compared to League of Legends or World of Warcraft or Counter-Strike or even Fortnite, a game that came out like 2 years after H1. I mean, I'm not really on Twitch much, but if you want to use that as a measuring stick, just go on there and look at the most popular games. You probably won't even be able to find H1 or DayZ. But that being said, I want to talk about the reasoning behind my unpopular opinion on why Battle Royales do not deserve a spot in this franchise. So in a video I made back in 2015 about Halo 5, I basically said Halo lost its identity. Now that wasn't specifically a shot at just Halo 5. That comment applies to every single Halo game since 2010. When Halo Reach came out in September of 2010, that game was pretty much the line in the sand. The implementation of sprint and classes to appeal to the Call of Duty audience was pretty much a fuck you to everyone who loved the original trilogy. And not only was Halo Reach the first Halo game to implement features like sprint and classes, it was also the first Halo game since 2004 to remove the 1 through 50 ranking system. Not to mention the battle rifle, which was also in the game since 2004, but that's neither here nor there. So what am I getting at? I'm obviously not a fan of Halo Reach. What am I trying to say? Halo Reach set the standard or precedent for current Halo games. There are so many people who put Halo Reach on this pedestal and then they talk shit about Halo 4 and 5. These fucking hypocrites don't realize that Halo Reach is the game that set the standard for current Halo games. Had Halo Reach came out with no classes, no sprint, the 1 through 50 ranking system, and the battle rifle, 343 would have been hard pressed to make those changes. Don't get me wrong, I know that 343 in 2011 implemented the title update in Halo Reach. They removed and reduced bloom in certain game types, and they also got rid of sprint in MLG. But you gotta take things at face value. I mean, what I'm saying about Halo Reach is factual. Everything that I'm saying happened. Don't get me wrong, if you're a fan of Halo Reach, Halo 4, or Halo 5, that's fine. All I'm saying is you can't bash Halo 4 and Halo 5 or the current direction that Halo's headed without acknowledging that Halo Reach is what set the current standard. Halo Reach wasn't a bad game, but it was not Halo, I'm sorry. Making that transition from Halo 2 to 3 was fucking terrible. The aiming, the shot registration, the grenade physics, equipment, it sucked. But the main difference between Halo 3 and Halo Reach was Halo 3 was close enough to Halo to resonate with me as a Halo fan. It didn't have sprint, it had the 1 through 50 ranks, it had the battle rifle. Halo 3 was still Halo, and that's why it grew on me, and that's why it probably is the most popular Halo game of all time. If Halo Reach was called anything else, it would have been phenomenal. But how do you go from Halo 1 to Halo 2 to Halo 3 to Halo Reach? Halo currently is a shell of itself. Halo has a severe identity crisis, and adding a battle royale, in my opinion, isn't gonna fix it. If anything, it's gonna alienate Halo fans even further. Listen, battle royale games are the future, but attempting to mimic and steal ideas from other games isn't gonna fix your problem. It didn't work in Halo Reach, it definitely didn't work in Halo 4, and I can make an argument based off of Xbox One sales and Halo 5 sales and just the overall population of Halo 5 that it didn't work in Halo 5 either. So what the fuck makes you think it's gonna work in Halo Infinite? Here's another example, I like this one. In Halo 5, there was a mode called Breakout. In this mode, quote-unquote Breakout, you had one life, and there was X amount of rounds, and the objective was to kill the enemy team. The first thing I said, I remember this, was, what the fuck is this? 343, if I want to play Search and Destroy, I'm gonna go play Call of Duty. You could call it living in the past, but I refuse to play a game that's gonna beg and borrow and steal from other franchises. I mean, Fortnite isn't the first Battle Royale game, and it certainly won't be the last, but Fortnite is nothing like H1Z1 or DayZ. What Fortnite did was took an idea and made it their own. For example, look at Black Ops 4. They stole the emotes and the dances from Fortnite, and that game will never be as popular as Fortnite, ever. And the same thing applies to Halo. For the vast majority of people, if they want to play a battle royale, they're just going to play Fortnite. But anyway, I know this is a very unpopular opinion, and that's fine. We could agree to disagree. But as a classic Halo fan, someone who's very self-aware, and somebody who was around during the relevancy of Halo, I refuse to ride this wave like everybody else. In the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this topic. But that's it for you boys, so make sure you guys like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace.